How you doing? This is Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures. In this video, I'm going to review the Mathews VXR. That's right, the Mathews VXR. Now, the exact model I'm reviewing in this one is the 28-inch axle-to-axle VXR, and I'm at Palo Outdoors today. I want to give a very special thanks to Palo Outdoors for letting me come and review some bows here today. I want to make an encouragement to all of you who are watching. Please support your local pro shops by going out and giving them your business and your time. I wouldn't be able to do these videos if it wasn't for local shops like Palo Outdoors, so thanks to them. So I am reviewing the Mathews VXR, and I'm going to shoot it through the chronograph with a 350 grain arrow, 30-inch draw, 70 pounds. That's the standard for assessing the IBO speed rating. And I'm going to do that for all the bows that I reviewed this year, and this happens to be the very first one. So I'm going to shoot it through the chronograph. I also have a decibel meter set up here, and I'm going to record the decibel meter readings. I'm going to do 3 shots and take an average. I often get asked the question, what release am I using? This is the Fletcher Outsider release. It is activated with the thumb, so you aren't going to see my finger moving when I release the string. First, what I will do is give you a back wall rating. I give 2 ratings for the back wall. How solid is it, and how easy does it come off the back wall? I'll give it a pretty solid. It's not rock solid, it's not a limb stop, it's a cable stop, so there's a little bit of give, and some people prefer that, especially your back tension shooters, for coming off the back wall. It's coming off. So it comes off medium. I'll give it like a medium. It doesn't stay on. It's not the type of bow where you feel like you have to push your hand forward. As you let up, it's ready to go. And I did lower the poundage a hair so that it was at 70 on the nose. Very dead in the hand feel. First impressions of this bow is it is really, really nice. Just like last year's model, I actually picked Mathews as my favorite bow last year, and this one is equally as exciting. I am definitely happy with the Mathews lineup, and the model this year actually goes to my draw length. Like last year, their model that I wanted to get didn't go to my draw length. This one will go to my 31-inch draw length. And I have noticed after shooting Mathews over this past year and measuring the specs for this bow that at 30-inch draw, they do seem to come in a ½ inch long according to their draw length rating. Well, let's head back over to my home office and go over some of the data. All right, so back at the home office, we're going to go over some of the data I captured for the Mathews VXR 28, which is the 28-inch axle-to-axle model. And something new I'm going to be doing this year is I am going to pop over to the manufacturer's website. We're just going to look at some of their data, and we can compare right here what I captured versus what's on their website. So as we can see here, let's take a look at my screen. I got a 6-inch brace height right on the money, 28-inch axle-to-axle right on the money. Now for the 30-inch draw mod, it actually measured 30.5, and that was the same that I experienced last year. It came in a little bit long. The draw weight was pretty much right on the money. I hit 70.2, which is extremely close to 70 pounds. Now I shot 3 arrows at 350 grain arrows, and my average speed was 336 feet per second. My average noise reading in decibels was 78.5 decibels, and I shoot exactly 36 inches away from the chronograph and the decibel meter. So the back wall is fairly firm, as I talked about in the video, and it comes off like these bows are 80 to 85% let off, so you can ease down as you lighten up on this back shoulder here. You don't feel like you have to push it forward. So I've come to actually appreciate that's sort of my favorite because I'm a hunter, and I don't want to be in a hunting situation where I have to let down and I'm struggling to let down and then I jolt a little bit. So 80 to 85% let off is nice for a hunter like me. Here's our draw force curve, nice and smooth. Let's take a look at their website. So they do have there's a 28-inch axle-to-axle model and a 31.5-inch. So they're depicted next to each other. I only had the opportunity to review the 28-inch axle-to-axle. So let's just kind of scroll through and take a look. You know, they point out their bridged riser, their extended bridged riser, and that just helps, you know, having it cut away helps to remove weight, but also you maintain rigidity. Cross-centric cam with switch weight modules. So the advantage here is you can have the bow, the limbs maxed out at peak weight, but you can change the draw weight based on the module. And the advantage is bows typically behave at their peak performance when the limb bolts are bottomed out, like all the way tightened in. So like for me, I shoot around 65 pounds. This would be good for me because then I could shoot the bow with the limb bolts maxed out. That helps with your cam rotation and everything to get the peak performance of the bow, and I could shoot it at 65 pounds. If you don't have this type of technology, you have to back the limb bolts out, and that, you know, that movement changes all the dynamics, even the cam rotation and just the way the cams behave, and you don't get the full power in a lot of scenarios. So that switch weight technology with the mod is kind of nice to have, especially if you're someone like me who, you know, wants to shoot at 65 pounds. So they have the 3D dampening. These bows are amazingly quiet and the vibration is so minimal. It's really impressive. The engaged grip. Enhanced stabilizer bushing. Now this is actually nice, this CSC compatible. This is a carrying system and also a way to hoist your bow up into the tree. I really like this. I actually had my string derail once because of the way I was pulling it up with the hook into the tree. So with this system, you can either, you know, hook it on there, as you can see their little video playing, or they have this carrying strap thing and just goes around there, and that helps carry the bow in. That's a nice little system. I like that. And then let's see what we have next. So here's a look at their different camo patterns. Just kind of click through these here real quick. You could always pause the video on any one color pattern to just study it a little bit. But definitely some nice options here. And then here's the bows side by side, the 28-inch versus the 31.5. I kind of like a longer axle-to-axle bow. I got a long draw length. Some guys like a shorter. But this is the one I tested. So it says up to 344 feet per second. So that's the IBO rating. Again, let's click over. So 344 is what they're saying they get up to. My average was 336 at my 5 grains per pound. Everything else is looking pretty equivalent, 80 to 85% let off, 25.5 to 30-inch draw range. Obviously, I couldn't even shoot this bow if I wanted because I'm a 31-inch draw, so I'd be over here. I'd get the longer axle-to-axle anyway, but I definitely like the Mathews. And as you know, if you've been following my videos, I actually picked Mathews and shot it last year. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year for a bow. I may end up with one of these. We'll see. Time will tell. But I definitely enjoyed shooting the Mathews VXR 28, and for a long time I think Mathews have been making a high quality bow. Now last year I actually, at the end of my hunting season in December, I actually gave one of these away for free to one of my viewers. And I'm going to do a bow giveaway again this year. So starting now with this video, this is going to be the first video in the new series of videos that will result in the giveaway. And I'm going to give the bow away this year probably in the month of August, because I want the person who wins to be able to use whatever bow I give away during the hunting season. And I'd like to follow that hunter, check in with him or her, and see, like, how's it going? You know, are you having any harvests? What kind of action you getting out there? Oh, that is if the winner is a hunter. I mean, I do have viewers that are archers and not hunters, but hopefully we get a hunter because I'd like to follow that individual throughout their hunting season. So the way I did it last year is I put a little scripture verse in every video, and then at the end of the whole series, I called a person live and said, what was the scripture verse from this particular video? And they'd have to just tell me the verse, what it was about, and they won the prize. And so the verse for this is actually one of the Psalms. So Psalm 127, that's Psalm, Psalm 127 is going to be our scripture for this particular video. So the whole Psalm, just kind of read it. And I like to make a note in my phone. Like I have a notepad where I'm keeping track of all the scripture verses that I'm going to be sharing with you. I encourage you to do the same. Open a note or a document and write the name of this video and what the verse was, and just give yourself a summary so you remember. And we're going to do that all the way through. And in August, I am going to be setting up a registration on my website. In order to keep your information confidential, like I don't want you having to post it where everyone can see your phone number and all that. I just set up a registration like about a week or two before the actual giveaway. And if you've been following the videos and you feel confident that you could win, you can go ahead and register at that time, and I'll announce it when we get close to that time. And you can hopefully get a chance to win the bow for free, a flagship bow. We're talking like $1,000 bow. So I would love for you to follow my videos from here on out. And good luck to all those who want to participate. And I really appreciate the support by watching my videos. Until next time, take care and God bless.